So I was saying the superconscious recode is like a shotgun approach if you don't really specify exactly which goal you want to work on, and because there's um it works with your superconscious or your different level of mind, and you really have to be specific what goal you will want to be cleared of, like the any what you call that, any resistance that you have, it will clear it of resistance. So, but it's more like you have to be specific exactly which part of your um which aspect of your life you want to work on. So it's usually suggested if you work with a superconscious recode that you just work with one goal at a time. So, and I think that's where you will have much success with it. And again, it's just a tool that you can use. Okay. So I'm going to share the screen again. So as I mentioned, like the subconscious is considered the id. It is the lower level of mind. It's not really lower level because it controls like autonomic processes. It runs everything in the background, like not just your programs from childhood, but and your memories. It also runs your vital systems as well. Let's say you are, your circulation, your breathing, your digestion, it runs that in the background as well. That's an aspect of the subconscious mind. And basically, what it means is that it runs like certain processes that keep you alive. And the reason that we're not conscious of this is, can you imagine if you are conscious of digesting a food? Like it's like, oh yeah, the food is being digested right now by the, the acid in my stomach, and then it's being broken down. So can you imagine also the heartbeat as well? Can you imagine like when you're sleeping, you can hear, even if you're not sleeping, even if you're awake, you're just like boom, 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 boom. You can hear your heartbeat. You can hear everything. So that's the reason why it's in the background, and it's really well designed as well. So the ego or the conscious mind basically is the awareness that we have, and as you well know, a lot of people nowadays don't have a lot of what you call that, retention, and they don't have a lot of attention. Like a lot of people are deficit in, attention. Like they're a lot of people like just jump from, subject to subject to subject, and their like conscious mind is, jumping from subject to subject. And so the conscious mind has limitations as well because it is only aware of the present moment and also of the patterns, and it's also not aware of the programs that have been running. It only becomes aware when it erupts from the subconscious mind, and then it projects it to the external reality. And then the conscious mind becomes aware that, oh, okay, that's the pattern that I'm seeing. It's good for analysis, it's good for logic. Sometimes it's not really logical if you think about it. It's just conscious, it's just aware. Whatever it's set its eyes or consciousness or awareness to. um, but that's also our concept of self as well. It's like, oh, I'm always this type of person. That can be a limitation, like, oh, I'm always shy. Oh, I always have stage fright. Because, like, you can't really make anything new if you're just very conscious of your limitations. And, so the ego, the conscious mind has certain limitations. It's only aware of what is at the present moment, as I said, or of the patterns and of the past. And, it has limitations. It can't like make the leap, like the possibilities. But you need like to be able to, if you want to create something better or something new, sometimes, working with the rational, egotistical mind is not always like the best route. I'm not saying that you shouldn't use your conscious mind at all. We use it all the time. It's just that where you put your focus and attention to will really matter. Like, are you putting it on the past, or are you putting your time, attention, and focus on making something different and on your desires? Are you putting your focus on the possibility or on your desires? Or are you putting it on like, oh, I made a mistake before, this will never happen. That's where the mental chatter will also fall under as well. Like if you're conscious, most of the time we're conscious of the mental chatter. And then there's the super ego, higher self, super conscious, connected to all levels of mind. It's that portion, level of mind that is aware of everything that has been happening in our life. It's different from the subconscious mind, because subconscious mind primarily for survival. The higher self, it just, it's there, it's observing everything, and it can see everything clearly. The subconscious mind has limitations. It's only like, okay, this is the stored information, this is the only thing that I can go by. And the conscious mind as well, it's like, oh, this is all that I know, this is who I am, this is my limitation. But the super ego has like a higher perspective. It knows like, oh, the reason why this person is afraid of bugs is because when they were 1 year old, they're not even conscious anymore. A bug bit them, and then suddenly they have this irrational fear of being bitten by bugs. Or anytime they see that particular bug, they just like cry or they panic. So but the higher self, the super ego, the super conscious mind, knows all of the root events. And it knows like, okay, this is the event that maybe it's like what you call that, I don't want to call billiards or anything like that, but in a way it's like that. Like it knows like the certain angle. Like if you are a master in billiards, it knows like, okay, if I hit this thing here, it will if I hit this ball, it's gonna go directly to the target, or like you'll hit it and then it'll fall in the pocket or something. I don't know. I don't know the term for um billiards, but the analogy is like, it's like it knows like certain limitations that you have and certain adjustments you need to make. That's it. Certain adjustments you need to make that may allow you to achieve your goal. And so that is what the super ego does. It sees all, it knows all, and you can actually, through superconscious recode, which is part of what I do as well, you can actually tell it to like certain commands and stuff. You can tell it like, hey, what is the root events, or what is that single event that would make a huge difference if I tip it a certain way that will reduce my resistance to achieving my goal, And it really works. The super conscious recode. I'm not just saying it because like, I'm a student of it. I'm saying it because I'm actually, a byproduct of it. Every time I do the super conscious recode on myself, I just like move closer to my goal. And the resistance is gone. And before I know it, I'm already like doing stuff, that I shouldn't be doing. I'm like, why am I filming this? Or why am I writing my book? Things like that. So, but in order to work with the tools, you have to be um, clear what you want, So these are just tools, as I said. So there's the subconscious reprogramming, and then there is the aligned action. So aligned action, what is aligned action? Is taking steps that is in alignment with your goal. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we've touched up on that one. Clarity clearing, subconscious reprogramming, aligned action. So let's just say you want to be the best artist, and maybe the top 2 or 3 action steps is maybe go to art school or hire hire let's say an art teacher or take classes online. Okay. So go to art school, hire an art teacher, take classes online. So, or practice daily. So that's example, but that's like, see how aligned they are. So let's say your goal is, you're very clear. You want to be the best artist in, like, maybe be specific too. Do you want to be the best artist in your city, in your country, and maybe in your community? And then, so clarity, and then you clear what gets in the way, maybe self-doubt, maybe you have fear of failure. You can remove that using one of the tools. And then you reprogram your subconscious mind. Maybe you visualize that you're receiving a medal, or that you are already an accomplished, because the subconscious mind sort of like, it doesn't know past from present and future, so it has to be in the present tense. So let's say you visualize your end result of receiving a medal from maybe your community, that you are the best artist in your community. And then aligned action is taking top 2 or 3 steps, maybe, going to art school, just practicing daily. So taking the rational aligned action, in order to achieve your goal. And part of the aligned action as well is using the tools. So definitely visualizing is considered aligned action as well. Reprogramming your subconscious mind is also aligned action. That's why in my course, Create the Money That You Desire and Create the Love That You Desire, in my other courses, I always have a workbook and I always have a journal. These are the top 2 that I always have, because the journal will help, the journaling, the 30-day journaling. And what I've been doing is, after I have like the Dreams to Reality course, where I have like the whole year journal. So I print it out every month, and then I just write down stuff. It's taking aligned action, like clearing your day, making sure that your day is accounted for. And so that is aligned action, like planning your day, scripting your day, visualizing your day, um, doing the workbooks. The all of my courses have the major courses that I have anyway. Yeah, I can't even spell subconscious mind anymore. Okay. Subconscious. Yeah, I don't know. There you go. Yeah, subconscious mind. Is that it? Yeah. So the subconscious mind is, you really have to like hone in on it, like, because it's like wild animal, actually. Like, it's just gonna go where it's gonna go, unless you really like master it. um it's like a horse. The horse, if you don't tether it, if you don't rein it in, it's just gonna go where you're gonna it's just gonna go anyway. And that is the subconscious mind, essentially. It's just gonna run the programs anyway. So what's important is you ride that horse, and then you rein it in, and you actually go in the direction that you desire, rather than just riding the horse, and the horse is just like running around in circles. And that's part of the human condition as well. We tend to do that. We just ride the horse of our subconscious mind, like letting it just run the programs automatically, and we're not taking hold of it. We're not taking control, and then it just like runs with us and stuff. And before we know it, we're just running around in loops. So that's the importance as well. And also being conscious is also good. Being conscious of the patterns and the way that you can hone your awareness through meditation. For me, the way that I can hone my awareness and my conscious mind so I can see the patterns is also by meditation as well. Like just quieting the mind and just like building that awareness like a muscle. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is the reason why I'm this. And, you know, so all of your levels of mind work with you rather than against you. It's not like your subconscious mind is this way, your conscious mind is like that way, and then your superconscious is like doesn't really care. You didn't give it instructions or anything like that. Anyway, I hope this has been of help. Please do like, subscribe, follow me for more. I really have a lot of content on my YouTube. I'll be posting so much more. I'll be more consistent. Also, you can listen to this on my podcast, and I have a course on stand.store/Mystic Genie 88. And I have a book as well, Dreams to Reality, on Amazon under Genie Hermoso. And I have a bunch of things going on. And I also will have a freebie. Click on the show notes, there's freebies. And if you look at my website and if you feel like, hey, I'm a fan, I follow you, I have seen most of your videos and I really like it. Maybe, if you ask for a discount, I may be able to give it to you as well. Just engage with me, homeofgenie@gmail.com. And thank you very much for watching. And let's see, I'm going to stop the share. Okay, thank you very much for watching. And thank you very much. And have a nice day or evening, whatever time you are watching this. Bye.